welcome to an emergency episode of 1878 United Fan Zone. Manchester United are in an injury crisis for the ages. Ahmed's out for the season. 𝙈𝙊𝙍, he doesn't look like it's a long-term injury, but he's not playing tomorrow by the looks of it. Collier's out, who was his backup. Looks like we're down to Casemiro, guys. I'll start with you, Casey. What's your thoughts?
I'm back to cigarettes. The thoughts is very this is it's very disheartening. It's very it's a huge step backwards for the season. It kind of takes the wind out of the season. I know a lot of us wanted to see this team do well in Europa, possibly the FA Cup. I think a lot of us switched our focus to winning Europa, and maybe that's still a possibility. It just seems like every player that we could hang our hat on was like, okay, we can count on him. This is one of our best guys, and I'm talking about Ahmad, 𝙈𝙊𝙍, even Collier. I'm gonna put him in that same thing. Kobe's a bright light. So these are players where we were like, okay, this is a foundation right here, and it seems like for them to be all out right now is just a little bit disgusting. Injuries again for us compared to last season. We didn't have as many as last year, but this year the timing of the injuries is very what's the word? Devastating. I'm just saying it's devastating. Losing Ahmad though for the season is just every Red is just gonna be. I mean, I went on the internet, and I don't like to say I'm driven by the net, but everything was like season's over. Like it wasn't even sugarcoating it. People weren't trying to be like, well, maybe this person could step in. Ahmad out for the season over. And that was it. And I think a lot of people are overreacting in a way, but that's got to be the general mood. Ahmad was our shining light for the season. Ahmad was the one guy where like he gives the right effort. His productivity is great. His attitude is great. He's a shining example of a kid that was down and he fought back and got himself back in a good position. Just signed a contract. So in some ways, it just feels like, God, why it happened to this kid? You know what I'm saying? Like, he did so much. You feel bad for him, too. Because for him to be out for the season, you just be like, it's tough. So, how I feel, obviously not happy. But I'm not going to make this about me. Cheese doesn't feel happy. Sean doesn't feel happy. Mikey doesn't feel happy. Jeremy doesn't feel happy. Ronaldo, Mark, none of us feel happy. And it's one thing if you're Ineos in or whatever, if you don't like whoever is running this club, we all have the same feeling right now. We're all devastated. And that's how I'm going to be. I'm not going to make it about me. It's about the rest of the panel. So I got a sunglasses. Go ahead, Cheese.
Cheese, you give us your thoughts.
Let me paint you a picture, lads. First of all, good afternoon to all the Reds out there. Big up yourselves. Happy Saturday. So much can change in 2 hours. Imagine, having a lovely Valentine's night.
That's sweet.
Everything is calm. Everything went off without a hitch. Good times. You got good sleep. You didn't. It wasn't 2 hours. It wasn't an hour and a half. You got good sleep. Everything is on the up and up. You wake up. It's not raining in LA. It was just raining for like the last 4 days. You wake up to sunshine. It's like, oh my God, it's a beautiful day. This is great. You're looking at the Premier League games. All right, catching a vibe. You're like, all right, we're playing Tottenham tomorrow. Let's go. And then you make the mistake of opening your phone. And then all of them good vibes just get flushed down the toilet. It's just like, not one injury, It's like 4. It's like we just lost like half the team in one fell swoop. So
it's like opening your phone after going on a night out.
Me in the gut, basically. That's how I feel. I feel like I got punched in the gut. Like I woke up to some sunshine and then I got punched in the gut. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Happy Saturday.
It kind of reminds you of when you go on a night out and you wake up and you're like, oh boy, what did I do with my phone? I don't want to check it right now. Who did I text? What did I do? But yeah, there are some positives of this, though. Can't look at it all as a negative. He has brought up 4 of the youth academy.
Well, now we had no choice because to be fair, Obi been training since the Leicester game. At least I've been seeing reports online about him bringing Obi Martin up to training since the Leicester game.
Yeah.
But
but this feels more or less forced because there was only one kid that I knew for sure that was going to be in the up to yesterday. It was going to be in the lineup, and what's his name? Marshall. What's his last name? It was a name that we didn't hear a lot, but it was a kid that they were going to bring up for sure to bring on the travel, but then they was kind of forced into a situation right now. So
yeah, and I watched the game yesterday, Manchester United versus Newcastle, the under 18. They really struggled. They really did struggle without the players that we're bringing up. Like, but when I say struggle, they dominated Newcastle. They really did. It should have been 4 or 5-0, but they looked like Manchester United first team where they just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net, and that's without 𝗕𝗓 Martin and everybody else. And I'm kind of cheese you upside down. I don't know what you just did, but I've got to look at the positives because, as we said before the show, Casey, I'm always the positive one. And if I can't be positive, then we're kind of screwed. So,
the player I was talking about is Jack Morehouse, who's the kid that
Jack Morehouse,
was going to be with the lineup prior to all this. So it wasn't the names that we expected, like 𝗕𝗓 or 𝗕𝙀 Kone, Harry Amos. I've never even heard his name. Eli Harrison. So these are the kids that are getting moved up. Eli Harrison, Jack Morehouse, Harry Amos, 𝗕𝙀 Kone, and 𝗕𝗓.
Yeah.
So
Kone for me is the most exciting one. I've seen him. Seriously, dude, if you watch him in the youth academy, the last couple of games, he's been phenomenal.
Such an itty bitty midfielder, though. He's such a skinny.
He is. No, you're not wrong with that, but his skills has been really good. Like, I've seen some of his skills. And in the last game, he took it from the defense all the way up and set up 𝗕𝗓 Martin for the goal. So
I feel you. I feel you, Sean. I feel you.
But this is the thing, though. We've got to give these players that chance to move up. We just don't have a chance, right now. Again, it's one of those like with 𝗕𝗓. 𝗕𝗓 doesn't look like it's a long injury. So if we can bring Kone up, if he does well, you keep him. If he's not doing too well, then obviously we can send him back down. Say, hey, you're not ready. We'll look at bringing you up more in the summertime. See how you are during the preseason. So that for me is a positive. I've got to look at the positives. If not, I'm just going to jump out the window. I'm disappointed. I'm sad. And one thing I want you to do is lose your voice at that goddamn protest when you go against Arsenal. Lose your damn voice, man. Like, because this is just outrageous. I've got people saying, hey, I'm not sure if Cheese is coming back. We may have lost him. If so,
that's fine. Keep going though. We'll be all right.
Yeah. I'm just wondering whether to move over to the main screen. That's all.
No, he'll come back. She's a
he'll come back. But yeah. So I've just got to be positive. I just don't know where to go with Man United. I still don't think we're going to get relegated. We, as Jeremy's saying there, on relegation watch. Yes, we are going to be very, very close. Very close. Now, there is a possibility that something does happen and one of our strikers starts putting goals in the back of the net. Maybe 𝗕𝗓 Martin comes through and pulls Marcus Rashford when he first came through and starts putting goals in the back of the net. But there is that possibility. So, I've got to look to the the positives, even though today it seems like there is none. But that's just where I am. Like, I'm a positive kind of guy. I know I text sometimes, we're fucked, but 5 minutes later, I'm kind of like happy and smiling again. Ronaldo,
I honestly believe that with the faith I have in our academy and these kids, I feel there's going to be at least 1 or 2 bright lights coming out of this. We're going to find 1 or 2 kids. We're going to be like, oh wow, This guy was really ready. You know, he was really ready. So this is good. That's what I'm saying. I think there's going to be some carryover to next season where we're going to be like, you know what? This one or two kids is going to just save us a bunch of money. Just saved us a bag of money, especially for the depth. So that's good. You know, you just want to make sure we finish strong. No more injuries. Hope. And you know, it's just an indictment to how bad the Glazers have put this team in situation. Everything in the last 25 years or whatever, so many years, it's all coming to a head right now.
Yeah.
We can't ignore it no more. There's no more buying a big name player to come bail us out and take the heat off. There's no more releasing a new kit to make everybody think about something. There's no more PR spin that can be dropped anymore to get us through the next several months, whatever it is, what the Glazers have been accustomed to do. Yeah. Shit is bad right now. Shit is bad. We cannot financially work our way out of it or finesse our way out of it. Every move that a bit harder than any else, but you got to look at it for their angle now. Every move that they make now has to be calculated correct, has to be economically correct. They're under pressure where if they bring in a bad player, like if 𝙈𝙊𝙍𝙀 shits the bed, people are going to be like, oh my God, these guys just wasted all that money. But what could they do?
Yeah. What
could they possibly do? They bought the cheapest player they could probably buy for the situation. Just to have depth. Not saying how great he's going to be, just to have depth. And it's like, if 𝙈𝙊𝙍𝙀 doesn't work out to what everybody expects, they're going to feel the pressure, and the Glazers are going to be in Tampa chilling, and it's just not right. And I mean, Jesus, it's a good thing we didn't sell Garnacho.
Yeah, right.
I mean, our depth would be crazy right now because we sold players just to make money, or just release some funds, and we weren't able to replace them because the previous situation we're in. And that's got to be hard on any athletic department, any management team. They know the situation. They know that, well, we're just going to move players so we can free up money and possibly bring in somebody. But there was nobody on the market of any value for that price that you could bring in, and it's not a comfortable situation to put your management team into, and it's unfair. It's completely unfair. There's no team going through what Manchester United are going through. Yeah. So it's completely unfair.
Arsenal are kind of going through the same thing, but they have.
Yeah, but they are. But you know what? They got money.
They do. They have money to bring players in the summer. We possibly don't. For me,
I think Arsenal's situation is similar to ours, where their owners really loves their NFL team a lot more.
Yeah.
But just Arsenal's owners weren't stupid enough to bankroll the team, the European Football Club. They made sure that was in a good, stable situation. So don't be surprised when Arsenal spends an easy 200 mil.
Yeah.
In the summer, easy, calm 200.
Yeah, City will spend the same. Liverpool will spend the same. They've got a get rid. Obviously, you're looking as of right now. Their three main stars are going to leave. I'm not saying they all will.
I hate to say this, brother. Liverpool didn't spend the money last summer.
They didn't because they already had the squad, though. Look at them. They're top of the league. But the problem is for them now, as of right now, Salah, Virgil van Dijk, and Trent are all leaving. As of right now, none of them they're all leaving on a free transfer. Their contracts are out. So as of right now, all of them are leaving. So they're going to have to spend big to replace them if they don't sign. For me, though, I just want to jump back to kind of like the positives. I know a lot of people saying there is none. 2 weeks ago on this show, we were calling for Man United to play their youth academy in the Premier League.
Yeah, we were.
Now we're getting to play the youth academy. Unfortunately, we are playing that youth academy. We're not worrying about Liverpool. We're just talking about money being spent. Our rivals are going to spend it. We're not going to spend it. That's all we're getting at. We're not worrying about Liverpool.
No, not at all. By no means.
So for me, unfortunately, the circumstances around why the youth academy are playing is just on a horrendous position. Now, if we look at the injuries, though, The only player that's out for the season is probably our better player of the season. Now, that is unfortunate, but this is where we need players to step up and shine.
Yeah.
We need players. Yeah.
Go ahead.
We need people to now, like, okay, Ahmed's out. I'm going to be Ahmed now. I'm going to step up. I'm going to take control of this team. I'm going to do what he did this season. So we need players to do that. Do we have the players to do it? Maybe. There's some people in the youth academy that can do it. There's got to be. You know, we've got Kone coming up. We got Cheeto coming up. Cheeto, he's got to take the balls by the horn here. He has to. We are missing let's not forget, Ahmed is a 10. I don't think he wants to. I want him as a right wing back, but it doesn't look like Amarim wants him at a wing back. So he's our 10. So if you play Rasmus maybe as a 10 and put Obi Martin up front, there's a possibility there. You know, Sanjeev, you're correct. Garnacho has to take this chance. He has to. And to be honest with you, over the last couple of games, he's been our better player. Ahmed, I think, kind of dropped off a little bit. That's due to him being tired. He's, the guy. We were putting a lot of pressure on him. I think we were doing to Ahmed what we were doing to Kobe last year. Remember how he was like the godsend, and then he kind of dropped off a little bit. He hasn't played great in the last 2 games, but nobody has at Man United, to be honest with you. Now we look at 𝙈𝙊𝙍. It looks like 𝙈𝙊𝙍 may be out for a game or 2. That for me is more of a concern, because remember last year we had that massive hole in the midfield and we couldn't plug it, and then 𝙈𝙊𝙍 came in and plugged it. Turn that around, by the way. We can't see the brand name. We're not allowed to see it. No, it's cool. No, you can drink it. We're just not allowed to see the brand name. That's all. So yeah, that's more of a concern for me. Luckily, it looks like it's only a 2-game ban, a 2-game injury. Collier is a worry too, because Collier was doing so well when he did come in to plug 𝙈𝙊𝙍.
Very well.
Now, as Mikey said earlier in the chat, Casemiro, you're on $300,000 a week. You haven't played in 6 months or whatever you've played in for Manchester United. You're fresh. You need to step up and earn that money now.
Yeah, that was the name I was going to bring up. Casemiro, the Ericssons. Come on, you guys are internationals. Let's go. You're making good money. You've been casted away for a little bit. Now show some character, show some leadership, show some class, and go out there and lead this team as you can. You can do it. You've done it before. You can this could be where they earn their money. This could be where they show other clubs like, there's still something left in the tank with Casemiro. Yeah. He can't carry away. He can't he can't go out collecting yellow cards. He can't be out there undisciplined right now. He has to realize the situation is big, and this is something where he can actually put his name into a bigger stratosphere right now. If Casemiro and Eriksson come in there and carry this team, Casemiro and the Ericssons, the Mazararis, the Delos, if Delo can change his play right now and become somebody where this team actually goes on a, God forbid, a 5-6 game win streak, God, you know what that would do for them when the Manchester United faithful? People be like, oh my God, yeah. I'm so wrong what I felt about Delo. I'm so wrong what I said about Casemiro. Then there's some other teams going to be like, you know what? That was a nice run these guys did. They saved Manchester United. So that's another positive too. I'm going to say it's a positive for some of these veterans to show themselves and so they can work with this core group of youth and guide them along.
That's what I was going to say. For me, Casemiro, what we need from Casemiro is, you're right, Mikey, his legs have gone, but we have no choice but to play him. We just don't. There's no, who are we going to play there tomorrow? And at night, 18-year-old Kone? I think he's going to be a wonderful player, but is he ready to start tomorrow against Tottenham? I don't think so. Ericsson's legs are gone, but for me, Casemiro, what I want to see from Casemiro is that leadership, what you had at Real Madrid, that fire, that passion to then put it on the other players. Say, hey, we still got this. I am still a veteran of the game. I want to be here. I want to help you. And that's what we need from Casemiro now towards the end of the season. We need him to play decently. I'm not going to say amazingly, because Mikey's right, his legs have. We're not going to see the old Casemiro, but I need to see him play decently, and I also need
Well,
him to be a leader in the dressing room because
if his
that's what he
legs are
should be doing.
gone, if his legs are gone, allow Coney and these guys to help him with their legs. Be like, I need you to play a little bit closer to me right here and watch this area. Just be a veteran out there.
Yeah.
Understand what you're playing is football. Tell these kids, like, listen, I don't need you to be so far up there all the time. Don't be that far up. Don't be that far up because I'm gonna need your help. Use these kids' legs to help your legs. God damn it.
Yeah.
Come on. The game's a simple game if you break it down and understand what you're doing. Understand your limitations and use their positives to help your limitations, Casemiro. This ain't the time to go in there 2-footed tackles, getting crazy, coming sliding in late. Stay on your feet. We don't even want to see Casemiro slide into no tackles. Let the youngsters do that shit. Golly.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. And let's not forget how bad of let's ask this. We'll ask the chat this too, and I'll ask you. How bad have we been playing recently?
How bad have we been playing recently?
Pretty terrible, right? Horrendous. So you're telling me that the youngsters coming in, that what we've been calling for, like, Sanjeev says there exactly. Can't complain about the. Now we did want it, and we wanted it in the Premier League. So how bad can they play any worse? There is a possibility, they play worse, but there's a possibility that these players play better.
Yeah, well, I have a feeling we're going to definitely see more energy.
Yeah.
We're definitely going to see more life.
Mm-hmm.
So,
now, they might not give us the full finished product. Actually, we're not going to see the full finished product with these young players because they're youth academy players. A lot of them are coming from the under-18s, not the under-21s, the under-18s team. I saw that yesterday. So, what does Amarin want? He wants intensity. He wants passion from the players. These youth academies, they're going to give passion and they're going to give intensity. Mikey's saying, yes, the youngsters will be just as terrible. What makes you say that? Because what they're doing down in the under-18s right now is better than what the first team's doing?
I think anything that they may lack is the maturity or the awareness of situations, but it could be a situation where they might go out there running their asses off and just be tearing it up and don't understand how crucial the situation. They're just like, oh, we're just playing football. All we're doing is playing football. This is fun to us. And they might be too naive to know how intense the situation is for them right now. They might just go out there and fly. Because we've seen it in a lot of sports when people say they're just too young to understand how good they are right now. They're too young to understand. I mean, I don't want to switch sports, but there's a team called Oklahoma City basketball team. People are like, they don't even know. They're too young to understand how they're actually one of the best teams in the NBA. So, people think they're too young to understand how serious what situation they're in right now. So back to Americans, back to European football.
Yeah, I think for
it
them,
might be a positive where they're just going to go out there and fly around so much where people are going to be like, do they know they're up 3-0? They don't understand they're winning 3-0 right now.
Yeah.
They don't understand they just want.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, for me, it's just I've got to see the positives in it. I just have to. Like, for me, I have to see the positives because we can sit around and go, oh, we're fucked. We're going to get relegated all day long. But I have to try and see some positives. I have to try. I know people are saying there's no positives. Oh, we're going to get relegated. But
no, there's positives.
But we have to see. For me, I have to see some positives in it. Like, we called for this. We called for the youth team to play in the Premier League because we weren't going to get a European spot. Yeah. Now they're going to be playing a lot more than we thought. I really do hope tomorrow Cheeto takes his opportunity and he doesn't go back down. Now that's going to be, obviously sad for the under-18s team because he's doing so well down there. He just scored a hat trick in the last game, And I hope he does well. I hope Harry Mass does really well because you said it earlier. This can save us a lot of money in the summer. A lot of money.
Yeah, they're really good. Everything. Yeah, we want the under-18s to do well and all the under-21s, but we got to remember everything is here is to end up with the first team. Some guys are happening a little bit earlier than we planned, but it is what it is,
Can I just say something real quick? It just popped into my head. Sorry to interrupt you. There was a famous person that played for Liverpool that said in 1992, "You can't win shit with kids."
Yeah.
What happened that season?
Yeah. Class
What
of
happened in
92.
the seasons after? I'm not comparing them to the class of 92, but I'm saying there's a possibility these kids come through and do better for us, just like they did. I don't think these current players are gonna eventually be a David Beckham, or Harry Mass coming through, or like a Gary Neville. I'm not saying that they're going to be on that level, but to see we can't win with kids when we've done it in the past. Yeah, History FC. If you're not,
Who said that?
Mikey,
Yeah.
I'm History FC. I absolutely I'm History FC, because that's what this club is about. It's about the past. The 𝗈𝗶𝗴s were kids. Class of 92 were kids. I'm not comparing these players to them, but I'm comparing them to youngsters coming through and doing good for Manchester United. This is their opportunity to be in that name, and they need to take the ball by the horns here. Again, don't want someone clipping me up and saying, "Oh, I'm comparing them to the class of 92 or the 𝗈𝗶𝗴s in terms of talent." I'm not. I'm just saying this is their chance to come up and say, "Hey, look what we just did for Manchester United this year."
I think in many ways our kids are prepped for this anyway. They go through these hallways, they go through this locker room, they go through the trophy case, and they see youth being a factor of the first team. Every kid who goes through the Manchester United Academy wants the Marcus Rashford story. I was going to say Mason Greenwood, but I'm not going to say that one. But they have all been prepped to know that there could be an opportunity for you to go to the first team and help out, because it's happened almost every 2 years with this club, or every 3 years with this club, or every 4 years with this club. There's been a youth member to impact the first team. So their minds, in some ways, are already ready for this. In their minds, in some ways, they'll be like, you know what? It could be my chance. I'm pretty sure 𝗕𝗓𝙁𝙁 was like, I'm ready to go to the first team now.
Yeah.
I think he came here that's why he came to the Manchester United Football Club, to get first team.
He did. He left Arsenal because they weren't giving him first team option.
Harry and
Now we did offer him a lot more money than Arsenal, but his main reason, he said, was I left because they weren't offering me first. Now look at them. Oh boy, they could do with Cheeto right now, because they have no striker. Havertz is out for the season, so they could do with him right now. So yeah, I think it's a great call up, and let's not forget, he can't do any worse than our current strikers, can he? He really can't.
He can't at all.
No.
He can't at all. He can't at all.
You watch him score tomorrow. You watch him score for some reason tomorrow. And we'll all be going, "Oh, he's the future," and just like we did with Kobe last year, and just like we did with Ahmed this year. It is what it is. I want them to go out and put the stamp on their name and go, "Yes, this is who we are. This is why we deserve to be in the first."
You went the right path, Sean. It's a big positive, and I'm gonna say it's a positive because it's always a good thing when mentally you've already made yourself prepared that this could happen. And I think mentally these academy kids have already prepared themselves for this situation. I guarantee all that happened was when someone called them, whoever's the director of the academy called them, like, "All right, boys, we talk about this day. It could happen. Here you go. First team's calling. You gotta go." And the good thing is, it's a group of them. It's not one kid by himself. There's about 4 or 5 of them. So they're all going to go there. They're going to be able to lean on each other, look at each other, be comfortable with the situation, because there's going to be a guy across from them and be like, "Hey, come on now. We can do this. We're just playing ball. We're just playing football. We're just playing football." So we don't know who the leader is in that group. It could be the Jack Morehouse. He could be the one. "Come on, lads. Let's go. Let's go. We're all here. This is what we want." So we might go out there and watch them and be like, "Woo, woo." Now, Reds, calm down. Let them be. Let the kids be. Don't be overcritical and don't be over boastful. Just let them be, because you know what's going to happen. If Mr. Boy 𝗕𝗓𝙁 scores a goal, we're going to be like, sell everybody, and he's the new guy. Give him number 7, and that's it. We're going to go nuts. But You're
Yeah,
right. It's a positive. You're right. There is a positive. We won't call for this to see the kids happen.
yeah.
It's too, and maybe it's a good thing that's a group of them going up versus one or two. I know I always wanted it to be a situation where maybe we worked in one, and brought in another one, but we're looking at 4 or 5 of them coming up, and it's going to be it'll be good for them to have someone there that they're comfortable with, so they
Another
won't feel totally
comparison.
alone.
How many youth? What was it? 6 that came up in the 92 players that came up. I believe Phil,
6.
Gary, Gig, Gig already in the first. But, just read out some of the chats. Let's see what Mikey. Yes, the youngsters will just be as terrible. And G saying, I want to see Eric in midfield and dominate the game. Way more injuries. They did. It looks like a few of them are coming back tomorrow, though. Cheese, LOL, Mikey, BFC as usual. Our games need to be on the History Channel.
Who said that?
Mikey. They put Mikey talking about Arsenal. They put Mourinho in today, and he had a brace.
That's too
Okay, great.
funny.
Cool.
That's
Arsenal got a
too
brace.
funny. I gotta say that's the funniest thing I heard in a while. Oh my god.
Arteta sitting on this striker the whole time. The guy's a midfielder. They won a game. I don't care.
I don't care either.
Anyone else slating the kids? These are the waste men from Ronaldo. Absolutely. Mikey is saying Casey, the main one, who's going to lose game, selling down. LOL. I don't care what we do this season. I'm just over it this season. I just want to see some youngsters come through.
Yeah.
See what they can offer the team. See, I've seen progression within the team where they're playing. I be playing terrible, but I've seen the style of play that I want to see from him. I'm so glad that he isn't backing down and going, oh, we're going to go back to a back four. We're not going to get relegated, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just over this season. I just want to see some of these youngsters take the ball by the horn and just let's see what they can do. And it's a great thing for 𝙈𝙊𝙍𝙀 now that the youngsters are coming up, because now he can assess the top players that he thinks are going to come through the academy. Go, hey, I don't think you're ready. I think we need to bring in some more players. Or he's going to say, hey, I think these players are ready to be a part of the first team.
Yeah. Yeah, I made my peace with the season about 2 hours ago. I vented very well. I cried.
I didn't bring up Arsenal. I brought up 𝙈𝙊𝙍𝙀. I brought up him and how they need him right now. Mikey's just on one today. I didn't bring up Arsenal. I brought up Cheeto. So
it's all we gotta do is just be positive right now, because I mean,
what is there to get mad about? What's it gonna do for us?
Nothing anymore. Nothing anymore. Nothing anymore to complain about. Nothing more to.
We lose tomorrow. We drop to 15th. Okay, we're already 14th anyway. What's the difference between a point?
But if we lose tomorrow with a good performance, I'll be okay.
Yeah. I can't expect too much.
I'm just gonna have fun tomorrow and enjoy it.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It's a football match. Our team is in a situation that cannot be fixed in the next couple of months.
Yep. We're 14th in the position in the table right now. Anyway, what's to lose by bringing these kids in? Really, what is to lose? We're not going to get relegated.
I just hope 𝙈𝙊𝙍𝙀 doesn't totally have an aneurysm or anything like that, and understand that.
I feel sorry for him.
I do, bro. I do. I feel sorry for a human being to be put in a situation where it just seems like it's not a win situation. I want to believe when 𝙈𝙊𝙍𝙀 was told he can get this job, that they told him all of this could possibly happen, that the financial situation could be this way.
I'm wondering if they did, though. I'm really wondering if they actually told him how bad it was.
Yeah, I want. You hear what I'm saying? I want to believe that they did.
Yeah.
Because to put a human being in a stressful environment like this and boom, and be like, oh yeah, forgot to tell you that we really can't buy you any players January. I know we made it seem like that we're gonna help you grow, but we can't. Forgot to tell you how injury prone these guys were too. I know you probably heard they were injured, but we forgot to tell you how bad Mason Mount's injuries are and how bad Luke Shaw's injuries are. But
I want to say something.
You know,
Mikey, what are you trying to get at? I don't understand what you're
he's
trying to
doing
get
it. No.
at. I
It's
don't.
not you, Mike. He's trying to get
No,
the rise out
I
of
think
me.
it's more at me because I brought up the positivity. He's got positivity FC, bright side FC, silver lining FC. Okay, what is there to? Okay, if we're negative, what's that going to do? What does it do? Because it doesn't. Us being negative doesn't affect the team. It doesn't make the team play any better. The positivity FC is me for my mind, not the team.
You know, Sean.
It's the mental health aspect of me being a Man United fan, and I need to be positive because if I'm not, I'm just going to be pissed off and grumpy. And then, I got a wife and kid at the house, and I ain't trying to take it out on them shit. You know what I mean? So I got to be positive.
Let it go. Is this one of these situations? Everybody's feeling it. Everybody's dealing with their own way.
I get that, but it's
but
being
we're
negative.
all dealing with it our own way, and I think Mikey's way is to be like. I like it. I think it's comical because I want to fight everybody when I'm down and hurt.
Yeah,
but you just got to deal with it. Is this a situation that's bad? The club's in a bad situation. We're all feeling it. We're all disappointed. We're all. I mean, I went on a tirade because I'm like, I just spent all this money. I don't want to go out there and see this team, but then I do now because I want to see these youngsters. I might be on the verge of seeing something great, the beginning of something amazing.
Yeah.
So we're all just down, bro. Right now we just gotta let it be. Go out there and try and enjoy it. We're all in the same boat. I don't care if it's Dennis Cusack. I don't care if it's Glenn. Whoever. Why does his name always come up? I don't care who it is. We're all in the same boat. It could be Mikey, Bandito. We all hurting.
Yeah, I'm hurting too. I'm just trying to be positive. I had a good day yesterday with my wife. I'm just trying to be positive. You know what I mean? Trying to have another good day with my wife. So I'm just trying to be positive. That's it. I do. I think it is funny because Sanjeev's not gonna lie. I like the instigation. I like it too. That's why me and Mikey work so well. It really is why we work so well. We wind each other up. We have our own different opinions on things, and that's what makes this show a good show, right? We all have different opinions, and we're all allowed to express it. And we always want you guys to come on the show, whoever it may be, in the chat, to come on and have your opinion. What would be bad is if everyone had a different opinion, and then we all argued on the show. It doesn't make a good fun show, does it? So yes, I do like it.
Does your wives understand to get it the disappointment of being a football fan? Yeah. Does it like my friends? If I say something like, "God damn,"
she checks the score when I go to the bar. Put it that way. She checks to see what the score. She checks the score.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That goes a long way. At least she cares about you that much to be like, oh, let me check the score and make sure be ready for what kind of mood be coming.
Yeah.
My friends would be like, so I saw a team with the red loss. Is that yours? God. We didn't even play today, babe. Oh. Like I had a friend one time bought me an Arsenal kit, and she assumed that was my team because it was a team was in a red shirt, she said, and she bought an Arsenal kit for me. And it was I forgot the Turkish guy's name, but and I threw it at her. I actually threw it on the ground. I was like, I don't know why you bought this for me. She said, why'd you do that? I bought that for you. I was like, I don't like this team. This is not the team I like.
I don't wear a jersey of any of a team that can play Man United. I just don't. Like, I'll wear a Mexican shirt. I'll wear, a team that Man United can't play. But I will never put on another shirt that a team that's from Europe. It just won't. You'll never see me.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah, I don't care if it's Spain, Germany.
God, if we beat Tottenham, though.
Oh yeah.
Under these situations, I'm losing my shit. I just want to beat Tottenham it'll be sweeter if we beat Tottenham under these situations. It'd be so much sweeter. Oh, that's what's making me get up tomorrow morning. We're gonna beat Tottenham under these conditions, and I'm just gonna go in on Tottenham supporters.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna let them know that they're the worst team ever. They're not the only reason why they're in the top, considered the top 6 teams, because of the stadium. That's the only reason.
Yeah. Well,
tough blow for everybody though.
It is a tough blow. I just wanted to be on today and try and be positive and seeing the youngsters. But deep down, trust me, I'm just as pissed off and sad as everybody else that we lost.
We all are.
You know,
We
I'm
all are.
Kobe. I'm not too mad about the Kobe situation, to be honest with you, because he's not exactly played well for the last 10 games. You know what I mean? I think he's had a
No, he
good
hasn't
performance here
clicked.
or
He
there.
hasn't gotten his groove yet.
Yeah, so I'm not overly upset about that one.
Ugarte's disappointing, but
Ugarte's well, the fact that it's Ugarte and Collier at the same time is more disappointing.
yes,
That's more disappointing.
that's the one.
Yeah,
That's the disappointing.
yeah. But
God, what happened?
Ahmed,
What
yeah,
was he?
it's a hurt.
Wonder what he did to them in training this week. Golly, he was probably trying to just make it more tense.
Yeah, so it looks like it's a upper ankle injury, which is sprain, which in some instances
high
can
ankle
be just as
sprains
bad
are
as a
tough.
break.
High ankle sprains are tough to come back for in every sport.
Yeah,
because it goes into the shin, and it's a very painful injury.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but yeah, that's our episode of the Saturday 1878 United Fan Zone. We'll be back on Monday to discuss whether these kids turned up and played well, or are we getting relegated?
we'll do the LA group will be doing a post-match pub video.
I like those.
It's gonna be hard. We'll do it tomorrow. I'll get everybody going. I know Mark's down. I know both Marks are in. That's all we need anyway. But it's good. Listen, just go there tomorrow and wish for the best. Be positive. Don't go in there and be like, oh, we're gonna fucking lose. Yes,
that goes to you, Sanjeev. I just want to say,
bring good vibes.
Yeah,
everybody
Sanjeev.
Bring good vibes tomorrow. It might work out if we put it out. People keep telling me if you keep putting that out in the air, that's why you get that shit happen to you. So let's all put out positive vibes. Don't say we're gonna do the History Channel, Mikey. That was a funny comment that we started.
It was funny. It was funny. And again, that's why me and Mikey work so well. That's why we do our show. We work so well with it.
History Channel.
We like to bust each other's balls. Mikey's going with 3-0 United tomorrow. There we go, Mr. F. Positive FC, Mikey. 3-0 United.
Mikey said that?
Yeah, he said 3-0 United. So
I will go with a 2-1 United.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think I said on Tuesday 1-1.
What did Sanjeev say? What's his score called?
Yeah, Sanjeev, if you're still in, I want to see what your is.
He's gonna say we're gonna lose.
Yeah, he's not positive FC. I know Sanjeev well enough. He's probably gonna say 3-0 to Spurs tomorrow.
The whole time when he was at our pub, he was like, "Jesus Christ, why you guys have so much energy this early?" Like, man, you got to do it.
He says he's going to be all over the place during the game. You're already over the place.
It's going to be fun. I think we should be taking the fun, energetic, youthful approach to this. Like, hey, we're going to see some kids play tomorrow.
He's gone 3-3.
Oh God.
Cheese has gone 0-0. I'm gonna go. Do you know what? I'm gonna go 2-1. I think Cheeto scores tomorrow. I got Cheeto on his debut. We have a history.
Yeah, listen. Guys like Rasmus could get it together tomorrow and help out. 𝙈𝙊𝙍 can help out tomorrow. Don't be negative guys out there. If these guys all show up and do their part, like if Maserati has a good game, if fucking 𝙈𝙊𝙍 has a good game, it could just help these youngsters get through this.
Yeah.
Just have a good what's our goalie's name? Have a good game.
Yeah.
Have a good game. Have an excellent game. Have great distribution. Help these youngsters, because if we go in there and all these veteran guys wait for the youngsters to make a play, that's when we're going to struggle.
Yeah.
Don't leave it up to them. Let them use their assets and their attributes to help you play well, veterans. If you don't have the legs, have the youngsters do all the running for you. Tell them to do the running.
Yeah.
Tell them to chase down the balls. Go get these 50-50 balls. We'll take care of the rest. And it could work out to where you'd be like, Jesus, we destroyed Tottenham.
I hope so. I really do hope
too.
So. But... All right, Casey. I'm gonna go get my mental health back again. Be positive.
Yeah.
Go out for
big
dinner
up
with my
all,
wife,
big up all Reds. Let's have fun tomorrow.
Everyone, peace out. See you on Monday.
Monday.
coming to you live from Pittsburgh.